Yorkdale is one of Toronto's most luxurious malls, but right behind Yorkdale,
Most have heard of Lawrence Heights for all the wrong reasons. 2 years ago, this was the scene of one of the worst shootings in Toronto history. 7 people shot, 1 killed in a single night. It's a maze of crumbling public housing with a reputation so bad, taxis have been known to refuse to drive into the neighborhood.
this is from high risk to high end. The revitalization has taken in full effect in the Lawrence Heights community area. Construction has started, and people are being forced to leave on a daily basis, watching their homes get demolished. I get to sit down with a family who gives me an insight of what it feels to be
Hi, so I'm
next.
here with Juanisha, one of the residents here in the neighborhood. And thank you for taking the time to interview with me today.
Thank you for having me.
So my first question for you today is, how do you feel about the Revite?
It's bittersweet. Like, the neighborhood does need a facelift, but I don't think they're going about it the right way.
I know that they do create flyers and they post it around the community. Have you seen any of their flyers?
I mean, a few flyers come to the door, but at the same time, it's almost like an invitation to these workshops or this information um, gathering or whatever. But like, there's not really like I've heard about like the progress of the revitalization, like section 1, 2, 3, 4, and then section 1 has ABCD, but I've never seen an actual breakdown of that. I've only keep hearing about it. Like, I don't actually know. Like, I heard that I'm supposed to move in 2018, but I have no idea. It's 2018 and I have no idea when I'm supposed to be moving. So
That must be like a scary feeling for you and your family, knowing that you guys are next.
it's kind of annoying because there was no notice. Like, we know that there's demolition going on, but like, for example, the pathway to Yorkdale is gone. Like, there was a little shortcut for us to walk and now it's gone. There was no notice saying that this is no longer going to be a path or anything like that. So one day I woke up going to school and I'm just like, where's my path? Like, it's like my whole childhood is just being erased. That's why this whole revitalization thing is just, it's just a lot of miscommunication and a lot of information that's missing. Like, we get all they're telling us is about the glitz and glam part. They're not really saying about the nitty gritty and like the things that we're going to be losing.
Do you think, though, with this new Revite program and getting rid of all this neighborhood and everything, do you think that the crime rate will go down?
Happens, it's not going to be the same neighborhood. It's obviously going to have more wealthier people here. And the people who used to live here, I don't think will be able to afford to come back or would want to come back because they're not coming back to the same home. They're coming back to a whole different thing. It's almost like you're moving. It's the same land, but it's not the same. Okay, so this is my court. These are the houses. You can see they're like very low-grade townhouses. You can see the construction from here, and sometimes we can even hear like them working. So that's also an inconvenience with this revitalization. And you can just see them building it up and all the construction like outside. Like, now we have to walk on the road. Like, the sidewalk is like closed now. We have to walk on the other side and then come back to the other side. And they're just doing a lot of unnecessary work because they're working on this side, but then there's courts that are like have demolition, but there's nothing going on there. But then like that space is no longer available.
I am on the construction site where the condos are currently being built in the Lawrence Heights area. As you can see, they're moving fast on a daily basis to get these condos up and running. If you look along the side of the condos, you can see the prices that are ranging from $900,000 to $1 million. People of the neighborhood don't believe they will ever see this area again, let alone could afford the home. So I took a chance to sit down with the Revi team to get a better understanding of how they're going to help these people move back to the neighborhood.
Morning, my name is Amina Ahmed and I work at 37 Varna with Toronto Community Housing at the Revite location.
Okay, so can you just explain to us what's going on in the neighborhood? So, for starters, what the Revite program is about?
Sure, so revitalization started in 2008 because of the refurbishing that needed to go on in the buildings. It was just more cost effective to build more condos and more townhouses and have 2 stories where it'd be housing and market rent buildings.
Okay, and the same people that live in the neighborhood, are they going to be the same ones to be welcomed back?
Yeah, so the really good thing with this relocation process is that there's zero displacement, which basically means that you have the right to move back. So As the moving process starts, how it works is that tenants will be informed. They get to pick a area to come back in. So we've made sure that there's enough housing within Lawrence Heights that they can just kind of schedule back into the community, or they can go to another TCHC rental apartment. With that being said, with zero displacement, they do have the right and guarantee to come back. So there's moving assistance, and we do supply a relocation team as well who helps with that process.
So I understand that Justin Trudeau was down here to make an announcement. Can you just explain to us what it was about?
Yeah, so he came primarily to make an announcement about federal funding for housing. I believe that afternoon he had made a commitment for approximately 40 billion across Canada to guarantee housing for all subsidies, for just to guarantee the right for every Canadian to have a household. And so within that, he made that announcement at our Zachary location, which is going through the demolition process. So that was a really cool and exciting day. As well as we had some individuals from our development team actually show him a couple of our sketches, which Amal will show you right now, on the tenant and relocated buildings and what that'll look like for Lawrence Heights residents and newcomers.
The Lawrence Heights community area has gone through many hardships and struggles. Hopefully this community sees the light at the end of the tunnel. With the Revite program in full effect, hopefully we could see a bit more communication between the Revite program and the people of this community. I'm Amal, and this is from High Risk to High End.